Hello, hello. Alright, welcome to my first live stream. I'm trying this out on YouTube here, so today the plan is to go through the SOC Level 2 learning path on TryHackMe, and basically I'm going to go through some of the boxes here, obviously, and kind of just kind of talk through my thought process and what I'm thinking as I'm going through these boxes. And then I'm also going to be learning skills that I don't use every day. I'm going to be able to practice these skills and hopefully learn something new today. And I think it's interesting too because I do work as a blue team analyst. So hi, if I haven't introduced myself, I'm JB Colbert. Welcome to the channel. I do have only one video basically talking about my career and how I got to where I am, but just to quickly summarize, right now I work as a blue team security engineer. So I do detection and threats, and I do a lot of log analysis and creating alerts for our tier 1 SOC. So I technically am a SOC level 2 or 3, however you want to number that, but there's a lot of skills in this learning path that are really good and that I don't practice every day. So I'll hopefully learn something new, remember some stuff that I forgot, and be able to talk through kind of how I would approach this in like an enterprise environment. So yeah, just a brief overview. This is a SOC level 2. So this one is a hard on TryHackMe as far as learning paths go. So yeah, you can see right here, it's like, I think it's the only hard. Oh no, red teaming is also hard. But yeah, this is a hard. So I decided to go through this because it's applicable to me, and I'm able to kind of hopefully speak to it a little bit better as far as what I know and what I do every day. So yeah. So we're going to click through it and we'll just kind of go over the learning path and what it entails and what it looks like. So it starts with log analysis, which is great. Obviously you're looking through a lot of logs if you're a blue teamer. And then advanced Splunk, which is very cool. I don't use Splunk now. Right now we're using Palo Alto XDR in my environment. But I have used Splunk a lot in the past, and that's kind of where I'm most comfortable. So I've even done things like set up the Splunk home lab and get logs forwarding to that Splunk instance. So yeah, that'll be fun. Advanced Elk. This is another thing that I've done in the past, but not actually in an enterprise fashion. But for labs, this is a really popular choice, using the Elk stack. So Elasticsearch, Logstash, and Kibana for visualizing the data. So that's really good. Detection engineering, that's a new buzzword, and kind of one that I think I'm working towards as well. Like I would love to just be a detection engineer, and kind of what I do is also partially it falls under detection engineering. So this is also interesting to me. Yeah, it looks like a lot of good stuff in here. So it was SOAR as well. So automating your incident response, that's really cool. Threat hunting, which this is a very big part of being a blue teamer. You get IOCs, or you get indicators of compromise, you get different pieces of threat intel, and then you have to go into your environment and see actually if these are found in your environment. And that's kind of how you can be proactive about finding and detecting and alerting on threats, and also remediating them, obviously. Threat emulation, that's very cool as well. Atomic Red Team, yeah, the most popular tool. Caldera also is picking up some steam. I know that one's getting popular as well. I believe that's by MITRE, right? MITRE Caldera. Yeah, this is a MITRE tool. Yeah, so it's really good because this will map to your MITRE matrix. So yeah, the attack framework, which is a big part of being a blue teamer, is knowing these MITRE attack techniques and TTPs. Yeah, so it's not a bingo chart. Like, you're not just trying to check every single box here, make sure you're covered, but you do want to be monitoring for a lot of this stuff in your environment. Yeah, excuse me. Sorry about that. Alrighty. What else we got here? Incident response. Yeah, obviously this is a very popular one as well. And I do this in my day-to-day job as well. Yeah, responding to incidents is, detecting them is great, but if you can actually remediate them, then what are we doing here, right? So that'll be good to go through as well. Malware analysis. Something I haven't gone too much into. Like, I understand the very, very basics of, reversing, and using some of these tools to disassemble malware. But yeah, it'll be something that'll be interesting to dive into, and something I haven't done before. So yeah, looking forward to that a lot. Yeah, cool. With all that said, let's start learning, huh? Oh man, I need to turn the AC in here. It's just way too hot. Cool it down a little bit. Okay. Alrighty, introduction. Oh, nice little animation here. How can we identify malicious activities? Why is it essential to recognize these indicators of an environment? Yeah, log serves invaluable records of past events. Logs, I see. Of course, if you guys want to read all of this, you can go through to TryHackMe, and this is all under the SOC Level 2 learning path. Recommended reading. Oh, that's cool. It's really cool that they give you additional recommended reading. Yeah, so understanding Windows event logs. Well, this isn't reading, obviously, but yeah, understanding Windows event logs is a huge part. If you're in a primarily Windows environment, you need to know the logs that you're looking at. So you want to understand like what event are you looking at when you look at a log. Otherwise, you're going to spend more time just trying to understand like what the log is even trying to tell you, rather than getting any actionable content from that. Yeah, so that's a very big important part of it. Alright, I'm ready to learn more about logs. No answers needed. Let's do it. Whoop whoop, your answer is correct. Ah, the first screen, that feels good. Alright, next one. Oh, one sec, let me see if I can figure out how to mute my mic here. Video broadcast mic. I think we could turn this guy off, right? Is that good? Hopefully I didn't hit. If you heard that, I apologize. I'll fix it next stream. Okay. Alright, a scenario. Web server of SwiftSpend Financial is constantly bombarded with scans from an adversary. Very realistic scenario. As a system administrator, this organization tasked to address this predicament, you must identify what the adversary is doing. Also, I'm a sysadmin in this scenario. Alright, that's fine. Daemon Hall has limited sudo privileges. Issue the command sudo-l to check what commands can be run by this user. Yeah, so typically, to check what commands can be run by this user, these limited commands are all needed to complete subsequent tasks. Yeah, so this is this is obviously the very first exercise of this learning path, but typically you're not going to be logging onto a machine and doing sudo-l. There are scenarios where sure, maybe that's the only access you have, but in general you're going to have tools that will tell you what commands, what privileges a user has, and what servers they can touch, what endpoints they can touch, that kind of thing. So typically this isn't something you would do, but yeah, very cool. Alright, machine is initializing. If VM is not visible, use the blue show split view button at the bottom of the page. Where is that? No, I can already see it, so I guess that's null and void there. Alternatively, using credentials, you can connect via VDM to the VM via RDP. You can RDP into the machine. That's kind of cool. I want to do that. Let me see. So I'm putting my RDP client here. 10.10. Oh wait, I have to I have to connect via VPN actually. I don't think I'm gonna be able to hit this from my RDP because I don't have the VPN set up for TryHackMe. So yeah, this is not gonna be alive. I wonder if this machine will be used for all of the exercises in this, all the tasks, I guess, in this room. I think so. Yeah, so that was just for fun, but I could just connect through VPN. I haven't actually set it up yet, so yeah, let me download this real quick. So we're just gonna download the. Oh, it wants me to download the GUI application. I can't use. Let me see. I think I have Ubuntu. Yeah, I think I have OpenVPN installed already. So let me actually just download this. See, this is the part with WSL where I get confused. If I'm using WSL, am I gonna download the Linux OpenVPN config pack? I think so. So let me put this in my. I'll put it in my Z drive here. That's fine. Okay. Alright. Alright. Let's see. OpenVPN. Make sure I have it installed first. Oh yeah, I do. Dash help. Cool. Yeah, I have it installed. Alright. Where am I? Let me cd to my Z drive. Okay, and then there's my OpenVPN file. Cool. Alright, so sudo OpenVPN. And then we're already here. Flash G7 OpenVPN. Alright. And then let's put in my super secret password. And actually, you can see my instance in the back is already completed, but that's fine. Okay, well, now that we're here, we can just see. Let's exit that. Go back. Okay, cool. So, I mean, since we set it up, might as well just RDP. Yeah, let's do it. And then we can log in using these creds. Damien Hall logs 321. Okay. Oh, although I'm using that's why it gets complicated. I'm using WSL, so I don't actually think that this will work. Yeah. Oh, that's annoying. Okay, so I can download the OpenVPN configuration for Windows, and then I'll just do it through the GUI, but I don't really want to. I'll just use the machine for now because I'm just too lazy to set this up. I'll probably set it up after the stream, and then it'll be easier to just reconnect. Okay, cool. So we need to just issue sudo-l on Damien Hall. What's the question here? What is the name of your colleague who left a note on your desktop? Oh, I see. Interesting. Okay, well, first we need to open up the terminal. This is so slow. Okay, so let's make sure it says I'm Damien Hall. Yeah, Damien Hall. Okay, cool. Okay, so let's go to the desktop too. Okay, Damien Hall. Okay, so it says Damien Hall, but let's see. Perry. Okay, Perry is the name. Okay, and then let's read the contents of this note. That's why I TryHackMe SOC. It's like, you know, even though this is not obviously a realistic scenario, it's just like a fun CTF. And CTFs, if you're not on TryHackMe, CTFs can be kind of intimidating to approach, and sometimes hard to find like a good one. So I really like that you can just come here and you have this set up for you. Remote to after they call it SecOps. Hey, that's what my team is called, SecOps. It's the first time I've been a SecOps member. Usually it's like security, cyber, or something like that. But SecOps is cool. I like SecOps. Then give some additional context. But putting the servers are facing GitLab server. Needs maintenance. You can take a little bit logs, but it's just like a Navar log, GitLab and Nginx access log. Okay, let's copy this. Something we could just get into a good habit of right now is, let me open my Notepad++ real quick. Should put it off to the side where you don't need to see it. That's fine. But for me, I'm gonna put the name of the log source there. And then var log GitLab. Okay. Server is not managed frequently, and we have to configure log forwarding to sim02 with rsyslog. This is commented in the config, so you might need to collect logs manually. We have yet to configure the log forwarding to sim02 with rsyslog, though it is commented in the config. So maybe if we take a look in the config, it's something that we could just remove the comment on. You can check the log rotate configuration at log rotate.d and the components of our GitLab's instance at if needed. Oh, cool. This is really cool. Yeah, this is a lot of stuff I haven't dealt with. I have not done Linux sysadmin tasks. So yeah, I mean, I'm familiar with Linux, but I've never done anything like this. So this is really cool. Let me grab this one as well, just to make sure we have all of the necessary file locations in our notebook. I'm still coordinating SecOps, but they saw, but apparently there may be someone persistently scanning our GitLab server. Yeah, that sounds right. What is the full path of the suggested log file for our initial investigation? Let me see. 1 sec. I need to make a hotkey for like silencing my mic if I need to cough. Let me see. I need a cough button. How How do I configure a cough button? Let me look real quick. Hotkeys or something. Settings? Maybe? Hotkeys, yes. Okay. What is the... okay, so this is my browsing window. Hide, not show or hide. Oh, desktop audio. Here we go. Mute. Control. Unmute. Alright, let me try it now. Unmute. Is that good? I think it works. Alright, well, we'll definitely know when I watch a stream back, but for now, this will have to do. Okay, cool. Alright, what is the full path to the suggested log file for investigation? Okay, the suggested log file was this var log gitlab nginx access.log. And we got that just from reading, so that was easy. Alrighty, let's move. Alright. Okay. Specific log types come for unique perspective. Yeah, these are the different log types: application logs, auto logs, security logs, server logs, system, network, database, or web server. Yeah, so and all this obviously varies like depending on what system you're looking at. So for example, I look at a lot of Google Cloud logs, and I look at a lot of Kubernetes logs. Yeah, like Docker, not Docker logs, but Kubernetes logs. Yeah, GCP, AWS. Yeah, we do get some system logs, so like some syslogging, a little bit of network logging sometimes. We get like Cloudflare logs, all kinds of stuff. So yeah, this is just a general rule of thumb for like endpoints. So like you know, Linux boxes will have these different sort of logs, and even Windows will have a lot of these logs as well. But you know, there's myriad more, and not always all of these logs are available, and that can be the biggest problem sometimes, is not having enough logging available. It's a very big problem, actually. Log format. Okay, semi-structured, unstructured, and structured. Oh, I didn't never heard this before. These may contain structured and unstructured, the predictable components accompanying freeform text. Syslog message format. Why are they talking about? Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, so date first, server, what kind of job is it, who ran it, and then the command. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, Windows event log, yeah. So if you do get one event, it's going to provide time created, ID, all this stuff. Yeah, that's nice. Structured logs. Okay. So this is like a CSV, basically. So if you pop this into an Excel file, it'll give you the columns, and then it'll give you the values within those columns. I see. Ooh, this is funny. It's like, if this was real, this would be like concerning. Like, oh, what are we looking at here? The IP is from the 34 dot, and then the URI is a HTTP, and then a port. It's funny. You normally wouldn't see a port number, right? Like this. Java, a JSON file, yeah. W3C extended log format. Oh, ELF files. Oh, typically used for IaaS servers. I see. That's why I'm not too familiar with this one. XML files, CLF. Don't see too often, but Apache server makes sense. Nginx server. Okay. Custom defined formats. Yeah, makes sense. Log standards. Yeah. So these are a lot of things that actually I don't know a lot of these standards. I guess it would be good to review and just kind of understand. Yeah, so then it helps you just like get that understanding of the logging that you're looking at, and being able to more quickly identify like, what is this log, what is this log not, and then, you know, what am I looking at when I'm reviewing this or analyzing it. Yeah, that makes sense. Based on a list of log types in this task, what log type is used by the log file specified in the note from task 2? Okay. In the log file specific. Okay, so let's review that log. Access log. Okay, let's cap this. Oh, it just did it for me. Okay. So these are web. This is web traffic. You're getting stuff. So let's see. What is that called? Because we're gonna need the specific name. So what does this look like here? It has I wish this was stretched so I could see just one line. It looks like, let me go to the first line. It looks like IP, and then date, and then the command. And it's a web server. Okay. Is there one that's IP first? Yeah, this guy. Okay. Looks like a CLF. There you go. But let me see. What log type is the log? Is used by the log file specified in a note from task 2. Yeah, so this is it looks like it's a CLF file. But I don't know. Let me see. What is it looking for here? 3 letters, and then 6 letters, and then 3 letters. What are you looking for? Web server logs. Okay, gotcha. I was like, because the thing with these answers, they have to be exactly what they're looking for, obviously, but it doesn't really leave a lot of room for a lot of wiggle room. Like, yeah, these are web server logs clearly, but I thought it was looking for the whatever this specific type of web log is. So anyways, based on the list of log formats in this task, what log format is used by the log file specified? What log format? Okay, so type versus format. Okay, now I understand. So the type was web server log. The log format is now going to be yeah, what we were saying before. So it looks like it is a NCSA common log format, or CLF. What is it looking for here though? Unstructured? No, yeah, it's not it. Unstructured? No, okay. What log format? So what are our options here? We have semi-structured, structured, and unstructured. Okay. Semi-structured may contain structured and structured with accommodating freeform text. So this looks like, I mean, is this considered freeform text? The GET request here? Or the, I guess the access or the web server request here? Let's see. No, definitely not a structured log. I would say unstructured. So, did I type that already? I did. Okay. Unstructured. Let's say structured. I think there are 3 options, right? Unstructured, structured, or semi-structured. But I don't think it's semi-structured. It doesn't look long enough. Okay. So it's looking for like the sub format here. Which I thought it would be this. Maybe combined is what it's called. There, okay. So specific, dude. Okay. Hopefully it gives us some flags that are within the actual environment, because that'll just be a little bit easier to manage. Can I resize this at all? No. Okay. I wish I could view it in full screen. Exit split view. Okay, that's fine. We'll just leave it like this. I just wish this sidebar here wasn't here so I could see the whole terminal. Make it smaller, but taller. Taller but smaller. Move it to the right, please. There you go. Cool. All right, let's clear a screen here. We'll Control L. Okay, log collection is essential. Yes, it is. All the aggregation of logs from diverse sources such as servers. For logs, I mean, yeah. Time accuracy is obviously huge. with logging, and really like most competing functions are very heavily reliant on accurate time. Identify sources, log collector, test collection. Might be possible after the team. It says no interaction. Oh, it doesn't. Interesting. Does it even have if config on it? No, it doesn't. Okay, it's fine. What's the new one that I forget. There's a newer command that's used rather than if config in Linux, but I don't remember right now. Time synchronization can perform automatically. Ah, I see. But it's not possible here. Yeah. Oh, permission denied. I can fix that. Password was logs 321 exclamation. Okay, not allowed to. Makes sense. We're not gonna try to priv-esque or anything. We're just here and doing a blue team, so we're not gonna try to. Not a pen test. Not a pen testing exercise. Log management. Yeah, this is all very important. It's funny because like all the stuff is super important, but it's like you can't just like go through this in like a few exercises, right? It's kind of like years of practice to efficiently build like a logging system. Offers and consolidates logs from all sources. Yeah, very important. Integrate sources, set up monitoring, integration with incident management. Yeah, that's also very important. Alright, practical activity. Log collection with rsyslog. Okay, cool. I haven't used rsyslog before, so this is cool. Choose rsyslog and demonstrate how it can enhance the centralization and management of logs. As part of the collection process, we'll configure rsyslog. Alright, cool. Let's do it. Steps below. Alright. Open a terminal. Done. Ensure rsyslog is installed. Okay, let's make sure. Sudo systemctl status rsyslog. Yep, it sure is running. Okay, and then you can go N. How do you? Okay, press return. Let's get out of here actually. Alright, create a config file. Q to quit maybe? No? Control C? There you go. Create a config file. Alright, let's edit etc rsyslog.d98 web. I have to create this right, so it's not gonna tap complete for me. No. -o2-sshd.conf. Okay. I am actually partial to nano, but I just typed in the first thing I saw. So. Whoops. gedit opens like a separate GUI, yeah, where nano like opens it in the terminal. Of course, Vim or VI is the best option, but I don't use Linux enough to really feel comfortable doing it, especially like in streaming. So the easiest one is just nano for me. But yeah, let's do this. Add the following lines to direct SSHD. Let's review it and then I'm just gonna copy paste it. Alright, file create mode, okay, and then these are the permissions, right? Program name is equal SSHD, okay? Alright, so we're adding this to the conf file here. And we're gonna save it. Did it save? I have no idea. Save. Let's take it saved. Saving file. Done. Okay. Save and close. Restart rsyslog sudo system ctl restart rsyslog. Yeah. I'm a sysadmin. Look at this. Verify the configuration. SSH local host. Yes, please. My password, logs 321 exclamation point. Nice. Okay. Okay. Where am I now? I just SSH to localhost. So we're just making sure that by initiating SSH connection to localhost. What? How did that verify that our syslog is running? Syslog SSHD. Okay, I don't know. If remote forwarding of logs is not configured, tools such as SCP, rsync, among others, can be utilized for the manual collection of logs. Okay. After configuring our syslog for SSHD, what username repeatedly appears in the SSHD logs at here, indicating fail attempts or brute forcing? Okay, let's see. Is this the... This is not even the log that they mentioned earlier. This is a complete new one. Okay. Let's paste you in there. Do I have to? I have to do Control Shift. My bad. Alright, let's see. And why didn't I actually interact with that? Yep. It looks like what username are we looking for? Stan Simon. Stan Simon. Stan Simon. Stan Simon. Yeah, Stan Simon. Okay. Let's go with Stan Simon. Alright, what is the IP address of this SIM02 based on the syslog configuration? Okay, so let's look at this new config file, which is used to monitor cron messages. SIM02. Okay, so let's see if it makes itself apparent quickly. Please. Did I copy? Copy? Paste? No? What? This delay is sometimes annoying. Cat, this. Thank you. Log forwarding. Who's IP address of SIM02? Well, this looks like the only IP address I can see, so let's go with that. I do like how they give you the, like, how many characters it is, so it's like Hangman. You don't have to, like, you don't have to try super duper hard to figure out, like, what exactly it is you're looking for. So, like, for here we can see this is, like, gonna be a file path. So, based on generated logs in here, which we have not looked at yet, let's open you up. Real quick, cat. What command is being executed by the root user? Okay. Root. Okay, so bin bash. Is this the one I was looking for? Yeah, I think it's the one I was looking for. So it looks like this person is trying to get an interactive login bin bash -i, and then they're sending that interactive login to this other host, which I'm assuming is like their attacking machine, with this port number, and then I forget what 0 and 1 is. So yeah, that's interesting stuff. Let's paste. What? Oh, I forgot the bin bash C part. My bad. There you go. And then with the quotation marks as well. Copy that. There we go. Cool. Answer's correct. Alright. Alright, wow. I learned a lot about our syslog there. It was interesting. Good stuff. Alright. Logs can be stored in various locations. Yes, they can. Like the cloud. That's where I store all my logs, the cloud. Alright, choice of storage typically depends on multiple factors, security requirements, yada yada. Okay, hot storage, 3 to 6 months, warm storage 6 months to 2 years, and cold storage 2 to 5 years. Usually, yeah, these are compressed. Yeah, archived or compressed logs. Not easily accessible, but accessible. So, if you found that, you know, there's been a compromise, like from like a threat actor or like a APT that's been in your system for a long time, you're determined to be in there for up to 5 years, according to the cold storage log retention time, you can pull those logs and yeah, like for IOCs and stuff like that. So those are very useful for sure. And you know, for the most part, it's like for compliance as well. So you need to have, you know, customer data, you know, retained for only a certain amount of time, or, you know, for a longer time if you're trying to investigate. Log deletion, yeah, you want to be very careful with this. Yeah, privacy regulations obviously very big. Storage costs, yeah, always money is the bottom line, so that's what you guys got to worry about. Best practices: determine storage, retention, and deletion policy on business needs and legal requirements. Yes. Guidelines: automate. Yes, automation is huge. Encrypt sensitive logs. Yeah. Yeah, not many people or not many companies do this, but yeah, it is important. All right, cool. Log management with log rotate. A tool that automates log file rotation. I've never heard of this, so interesting. Allows automatic rotation, compression, and removal. Oh, cool. Here's how we can set it up for this log specifically. Okay, sounds good. Take that note. All right, create a config file. Oh, I keep saying config. All right, let's do this in nano this time. I'm just gonna type in the first thing I see. Okay, config file created. Define log settings. All right, let's take a quick look before I copy and paste this. All right, so it looks like, okay, we want to daily rotate 30, I'm guessing minutes, compress, yeah, compress logs, last action, date. Okay, so it's gonna append the date to the actual log, and then for all 30, it's going to zip them up. Looks like, yeah, and then hash it. Okay, so that they can easily be called because they'll have a hash. Okay, and then restart syslog. Okay, cool, nice. Okay, so this will do this as a cron job, I'm guessing. And we paste it in here. Cool, looks good. Save buffer, yes. All right, save and close file. Done. Manual execution. All right, so then we run this program, log rotate, and then we use this config file to yeah, when we run this, the F flag, I'm guessing, is the, oh no, wait, sshd.conf. This is the log that we're running log rotate on, right? That makes sense. Wait a second. No, this is a config file for log rotate. Oh yeah, it is. Okay. Okay, so actually, what we can do is, I'm just like hesitant to run stuff without actually understanding what it's doing. We could do help. So it should show us what the F flag does. Force file rotation. Okay. So we just updated this here. So I guess we're just operating on the same file that we just created. So that's why it's confusing me a little bit. But okay, so we're going to do log rotate on that file we just created. All right, sounds good. Log rotate the file, or force, excuse me. Log rotate dot daemon /98 web servo to sshd. Okay, there you go. Cool. All right, what are you pointing out to me? Oh, and then it builds. Okay, and then it gives you hashes after that. Okay. Oh, let's see. Where's the hashes? Cat hashes. I don't see hashes here. Maybe we have to be. Oh, we have to be in that folder. The log web serve 02. Okay, let's list it out. Okay, cat hashes. Which one did we just create? 2024. It's the 12th, right? Yeah. Cool. Cron.txt. Sweet. Okay, cool. So we can see these different log files. We can see their hashes. Okay. Based on the log rotate config and the one we created, how many versions of old compressed log file copies will be kept? How many versions? And the only number I see here is 30, so I'm gonna guess it's 30. And it says from 1 to 30, so hopefully that's right. Nope, sorry. All right. Based on this config file, that was the only number I saw. From 1 to 30. Date, last action, daily compress. Okay. Based on the log. Okay, let's cat this out real quick. It's clear. Meow. That was my cat. Meow. Is it just being slow again? Nope, it's not. Pasting. Okay. Oh, yep, it's being slow. Got it. Cat. This conf file. All right. 24. Oh yeah, so this is different. Okay. It just looks very similar to the one that I thought we edited. What did we edit? Here's it. We create this log file. Oh, it's 98. This is 99. It's so confusing. Come on, one number off. Nah, stuff like this happens all the time actually, so it's not very surprising. All right, based on log rotate configuration, 99. Web servo 2 cron. What is log rotation frequency? Hourly is the answer there. Ta-da! Sweet. Okay. Been streaming for 40 minutes. Okay, cool. So we'll go. What time is it right now? 10:50. Okay. Log analysis. Oh yeah, we can probably finish this up. I think the conclusion won't have. Yeah. Okay. Cool. So, and this is just intro to logs. Perfect. All right. So this is going to be a perfect stopping point for us. All right. Log analysis process. Log analysis involves parsing, normalization, sorting, classification, relation, visit. Wow, that's a lot of stuff that it includes. Jeez Louise. Various tools and techniques. Yeah, Splunk and Elk. Yeah, it's nice to have a tool like Splunk, but obviously not everybody can afford it. Like, not every company can afford it, and definitely if you're using it at home, you know, it's going to be very bare bones. So Elk Stack is the way to go if you're spinning up your own home lab. And when you go to interviews and things like that, interviewers love to hear about your home lab and what you're doing in there, even if it's something super simple. Like, so for me, it's like, okay, I built like you know, an Elk Stack, and then I have like a couple of Windows VMs. So I have like an Active Directory environment, I have an endpoint, and then I kind of just do, you know, some, you know, potentially naughty stuff, or drop malware on there, turn off Windows Defender, that kind of thing, and see what happens on the other side in my my Kibana you know, environment. So, you know, that kind of stuff is very useful because it shows that you're interested, and that you can do stuff on your own without anybody kind of holding your hand. You're able to just create stuff on your own and yeah, create some value. So I think that setting up a home lab is obviously, especially in cybersecurity, it's a super important aspect. And not everybody does it. Not everybody has to do it. You know, some people are just content going and doing their jobs, which is totally fine. But I think that if you're, you know, trying to separate yourself and get a new job or get that job that you want, I think that it's a really good way to do that. Parsing, normalization. Yeah, normalization. This is the biggest thing on this picture. Normalization is huge. There's companies dedicated to just parsing logs. So they ingest, you know, a crap ton of logs from, you know, whatever system that your company hands to them. They normalize their logs, and then they, you know, kind of like produce useful information, and they, you know, normalize your data, and they massage it, and then they give it back to you, you know, usually pumping it into your SIM, and then you're able to create better detections off of that, or, you know, just even be able to actually review the logs, because sometimes if they give you raw logs, it's really nasty, and you don't really want to be able to, you don't want to deal with that on a day-to-day basis. Yeah, this is a million things, so I'm just gonna skip forward here. Yeah, so yeah, definitely, yeah, so like SIM tools are great for complex log analysis, obviously, but yeah, when immediate data analysis is needed, like, you know, there's been an active compromise, or you need hands-on keyboard, yeah, these, you know, your cat grepping for stuff, sed, sort, unique awk, hashing stuff, those are all things that you need to be able to do if you're going to be, you know, hands-on keyboard, an incident response scenario for a Linux box. And yeah, it says here for Windows, you know, easy tools, get file hash. Yeah, so for Windows, it's like, I feel like it's harder for me personally to respond to an event, because like, yeah, I know all these commands, you know, cat, and using grep, you know, input redirection, or excuse me, output and input redirection, and just kind of like being able to traverse a file system on Linux, but it's a little tougher from the command line for me in Windows. So log analysis techniques. Yeah, it's funny that anomaly detection is like and correlation analysis are just small bullet points, but yeah, these are huge. Like being able to understand the baseline of your environment is, I would argue, it's one of the most important things about log analysis, and just threat detection in general is understanding what normal looks like in your environment. So that way, when something unusual happens, you know, your analysts or your system, your log analysis system, like your SIM, will be able to spot that activity quickly. Yeah, and it's just as much an art as it is a skill, or as a science, excuse me. Yeah, so that's something I'm trying to dive deeper into, just like understanding more of the statistics behind it, and being able to do, you know, advanced stuff like that is like what I want to do, and that's what I view as like the next step in detection engineering for me. But yeah, anomaly detection is absolutely huge. Correlation analysis as well. Just, yeah, so you can create timelines and understand how events connect to each other. Machine learning and AI, yeah, there you go. You can also use that for anomaly analysis. Working with logs, practical application. Cool, here we go. Alright, unparsed. When dealing with raw log files, you can access them directly with the log viewer tool by specifying the paths in the URL. Here's an example URL that includes multiple log files. Access them directly through the log viewer tool. Okay. What's the log viewer tool? Oh, it's an open source tool. Okay, I have not used it before, so I'm not familiar. Okay, here. Multiple log files. Yeah, log. Okay. Paste this here under your browser. Oh, okay, sure. Will do. Oh, excuse me. It's getting late. What time is it? 10:57. Alright. Almost done. You can access the URL using attack box or VM browser. Yeah. Firefox and the Windows VM or on the VM may take a few minutes. A few minutes? What in the world? I don't want to wait a few minutes. Come on. I thought it was gonna say like a minute or two. Jeez. Okay, well, in the meantime, I'm gonna download this OpenVPN configuration pack and the GUI app. VPN /G7. Okay, I'm gonna name it Windows so I know. Okay. Did I download the GUI app? Here we go. How's my Firefox is already running? Okay, got it. Where is it? Okay, so I don't see it. Okay, there it is. Goodness gracious, dude. Alright. Well, next time I'm just gonna have it installed and ready to go instead of having to deal with that. That was brutal. Okay. Different. Paste. Sweet mother. Alright. Did that work? Did I paste it twice by accident? Parse and consolidated log file. To create a parse and consolidate, you can use a combination of tools. Okay. Yeah, so awk is something that like is very powerful, but I'm not too familiar with using it. I just never had to. So it's something that, you know, I think it's, yeah, like I said, the point of this was to kind of go over stuff that maybe I've learned in the past but I forgot, or, you know, learn things that are just new to me. So yeah, this is good. I don't know how soon I'll be using awk to normalize log entries, but yes, this looks useful. Especially in a hands-on keyboard scenario, this is going to be like very helpful. Being able to look at these logs and kind of format it yourself on the fly. That's power right there. All right, log viewer, come on, you can do it. Okay. All right. We've got logs here. Okay, so are we supposed to do something with this? paste this URL. You can use this URL. Okay. Create a parse. You can use a step-by-step guide. Use oct. Optimize log entries to the desired format. We'll sort by date and time. Okay. Oh, interesting. Oh, okay. So it wants me to do it first and then... Oh, I see it. It's like a step-by-step process. So I'm going to put this here. Use sort. Okay. Okay, cool. Alright, sweet. Well, let's close this madness for now. This very slow tortoise-like situation. Alright. Okay, so I kind of wish it told me like exactly what it's doing. I could pop this into like ChatGPT and say like, hey, what's this doing? But I can do that right now. Okay. Do it. Okay, process the Nginx access log. Okay. Let me see if I could view this access log first, just to see what it looks like beforehand, and then maybe I can just figure out exactly what this command is doing. Access.log. Okay. Oh yeah, so this is the one we viewed before, right? So this is raw. Okay, so then what is the temp parsed consolidated log look like? What's the difference, you know? Honestly can't tell the difference. It looks very similar, but also it's a little bit late, so I'm not super locked in on reading these logs. All right, process RSS log cron log. Alrighty, let's awk it. Awk2. Bam. Okay. Process that. Okay. Bam. Process the GitLab Rails API JSON log. Okay. Then, nope, my bad. Paste. Okay, that looks good. You're correct? Yeah, it's correct. Okay. Bam. Okay. Now we can grep through this for this IP address. Let's do it. We didn't find it. Yeah, didn't find it at all. Okay. Interesting. Was I supposed to find it? Because I feel like that is unfortunate. If not, sort. Okay. Let's remove duplicate entries. Okay, this I do know. Unique. Okay. And then we can now access it through this log viewer tool. This new URL, which the logs will be severely trimmed down because we removed duplicate entries and we sorted them. So let's see what it looks like now. I'm disconnected.
Now
okay.
You can save on Cox Internet, helping you stay seamlessly connected to everything that makes you, you. It all starts with
skip. Oh man. Oh wow, so we hit the limit. I think it was like 57 minutes for that
to watch up to 4 games live at once
for that YouTube video that was playing the music, so I already hit that. Oh, okay, cool. So oh, I see. So it's correlating the logs and it's adding all of the different events. I see. Okay, based on this timestamp here, but I don't see the IP address. Oh, here we go. This is what we're looking for, right? It's interesting that we didn't find it before when we were searching for it, when we grabbed for it, but just could be something I'm missing. Okay, upon accessing the log viewer URL for unparsed log, what error does var log show when selecting different filters? What? Okay. Oh, so this is the initial log viewer URL. Okay, let me grab it. Okay. Paste you in there. Okay. And then it says to, okay, when like selecting different filters. Okay, we're looking at Which log? Syslog, rsyslog, cron log. Okay. Select. Alright. And then let's select a filter. Text filter? Anything? Events containing a stack trace. All records. No, that's not it. Add filter. Oh, let's remove this. Okay. What error does this show when selecting different filters? I don't know. I didn't get an error yet. JavaScript filter? Filters? Okay. Show me an error message, I think. Is that what I'm looking for? You are. Okay. Text filter. Test. Test. Save. All records filtered is what it says, but I don't see anything. Okay, upon accessing log view URL for unparsed raw log files. Okay, that's what I did. What error does this show when selecting different filters? Should there already be filters there, or okay. So I'm here. Is there a filter already available that I should be clicking through, or what? Okay, let's just add them all, and then we'll select the JavaScript filter. Save. Yes. It's also like slow, so it doesn't help, but upon access log view URL for. Okay, let's take the hint because I have no idea what it's even asking. Click on the drop down button beside add filter. I did. Yes, we're here now. I already know how to do that part. That's the easy part. Okay. However, text filter. Testing. The text is log. I don't know. Whatever. Save. I'm not seeing an error message. That's the thing. It says all records filtered. That's not what this is looking for. 2 letters, 4 letters, 5 letters. Unparsed log. What error does this show when selecting the different filters? It's not showing me anything, to be honest. It's regex, right? Edge case. I'll show events with a stack trace. This one. I don't even know what I'm looking for here. It's like, okay. Add log? I don't know. What? I don't know what you're asking for here, man. Okay, alright, well this is getting confusing. Okay. What is the process of standardizing parsed data into a more usable and normalization? Oh, answer's incorrect. Standardizing parsed data into more easily readable and queryable format. Consolidating? No. It should be really obvious. Consolidate. Yeah. Okay. Correlation. Enrichment. Adds context to logs. Is that it? Standardizing to a more usable and queryable format. Okay. Oh, they spell it with an S. Come on. Ah, that hurts. alerts. Okay. What is the process of consolidating normalized logs to enhance the analysis of activities related to a specific IP address? Of consolidating to enhance the analysis of activities. Let's see. Linking. Okay, so this is, I believe it's correlation. So, correlation. No. Did I spell it wrong? I think I probably did. Did I use two L's? Nope, I didn't. That's spelled right. Okay. Not correlation. Enrichment. Sorting, maybe? Standardizing parse data is normalization. Maybe it's sorting, assigning, enrichment. Enrichment. There we go. Okay. But this part is annoying. Okay, these are the things that are super annoying. So... okay. Alright. Upon accessing log viewer URL for unparsed. Okay, so it says go here to get the unparsed logs. Alright. Unparsed raw log files here. Just raw logs. Okay, let's get in there. What error does this show? Okay, so let me select a different filter first and then look for that log file, I guess. Oh, wait. Oh, just a node. Oh. That's annoying. Alright. No date field. So, you're annoying and pedantic. Alright, cool. Got it. Let's go. Alright. Conclusion. Congrats. Intro to logs. Alright. Yeah, so this is a very oh, Wazoo. This is one that's really great to use for a home lab too if you don't want to use an elk stack. Yeah, you can use Wazoo. Very good. Snort. Yep. Good to know Snort. It's like a intrusion detection and prevention. It's similar to like an EDR tool as well. SM, Splunk, and Splunk is good. Elk is good. It's all good. There's a lot of good resources out there. So if you search for Detection Engineering Lab, which is kind of like the whole process, right? Detection engineering is like you build, your log sources, which is going to be like, a server, Windows server, Linux server. You have maybe an endpoint or two or three. You do stuff, you generate logs, you stream those logs to your SIM. And then you use like either like an elk stack or Wazoo in this case, I believe, to analyze and review those logs. So here's a link from Black Hills InfoSec about building a detection engineering lab. I haven't done this personally, but I've done something very similar to this. Basically, it has you use obviously a VM because that's not hardware dependent. Use a virtual machine to create a Windows endpoint, which is going to be your Wazoo server. You need to have all your endpoints, you'll be able to create your own detection engineering lab, spin it up pretty quickly as well. So definitely recommend going through this if you haven't set up a lab yet. All you need to do is search detection engineering lab right here, and it's the first thing that comes up. I've also looked at so I've gone through a little bit of this course for TCM Academy, Detection Engineering for Beginners. It's by Anthony. It's really, really good. It kind of walks you through very practical steps of how to set up a lab and then what you're looking at and how to create like very basic detections. So that's a very good first step as well. It's a lot of stuff on detection engineering out there, obviously. I'll go ahead and make sure I closed my lab down. Let me do this bottom button, terminate machine, just to be a good citizen. Cool. And conclusion, all right, completed the logs. Yeah, logs are very important. Definitely recommend diving in and going through the SOC level 1 if you're brand new to the field, or SOC level 2 if you want a little bit more of a challenge. This room is easy, obviously, a very, very early intro. So yeah, makes sense. I want to see what rooms are hard, if it'll show me that. And I also have to remember to get the OpenVPN client set up on my Windows machine so that I can just more easily go through these, because sometimes the in-browser machines are pretty brutal to work through. Oh, it's not going to show me the difficulty of these rooms or these modules, I guess. Let me see. I just want to see really quickly if I can see like the path and see how difficult each room is. I suppose not. Okay. All right. That's fine. Yeah, some of this other stuff gets pretty advanced, so yeah, I'm excited to continue on this. So yeah, thanks for joining me for this first little intro. Let me go ahead and mark it as complete at this point. Awesome. Nice. I think that's actually my first stream I've completed on this account. So yeah, I'm glad you guys could come through and join me. Sorry if there's any technical issues, if I'm not explaining myself well enough, or maybe over explaining. So I'd appreciate if you leave a comment, like or dislike if you didn't enjoy the content, subscribe if you want to see more. I will be trying to live stream at least once a week, so hopefully I'll see you guys back here next time. Anyways, talk to you later. Have a good one. Good night. I'm gonna go to sleep. Peace out.